Hey, how's it going? So I wanted to share with you guys today some tips for constructing characters in Flash, um, focusing mainly on building joints and a couple methods for that. And wanted to use that opportunity to introduce a character from a series that I'm working on. We're working on developing a pitch right now with a partner, and we have done a 3-minute animated short that's going to be released soon. That's in polish mode, and the character we're going to be cleaning up today is not from that short, but he's a pretty cool character. His name is Bomboy. This character has been fully constructed. He's not been totally cleaned up yet, but I want to talk a bit about how he's set up for animation. Starting with this hand, his hand as an example. It's built in a modular way. So inside the symbol you see that they've got 5 layers. The middle layer is for the palm. There's layers above and below for the fingers and thumbs. You can see that the different frames in the timeline represent different poses. So on this first frame, right now I just have the palm and fingers visible. The fingers are above the palm in this frame, and it creates that layered look that lets us know we're looking at the back of the hand. And once the thumb is visible as well, it'll only add to that look. You can see in the second frame here, I've painted a bit of shadow on the other side of the palm, and the thumb is now above the palm, and the fingers are behind it. So because of this sort of quick, different layering, modular approach to a symbol like the hand, you can really generate a bunch of poses quickly and get all the expressions you want with a few different variations of artwork for the fingers and thumb and palm. I also wanted to talk about registration points and setting up these points so that animation is nice and the animators don't have to work a bunch to fix little misalignments. So we'll start by looking at this leg. By working inside the symbol with a circle and taking that circle's center point and aligning it with the symbol's registration point, we can be sure that as it rotates, all of the artwork coming out from behind the diaper is going to be pretty forgiving. This gives us a good range of motion for this symbol. This lower leg is also set up in a similar manner, and if you go into the symbol here, you can see it's essentially a circle. So when building a limb, for instance, here's one workflow I like to use. I find that if you create basically how you want the arm to look in its final form, not worrying about the different parts of it yet, and you create that symbol, go in and draw a circle, which you'll use for registration point later. But you can see the green lines here represent how I'm going to break this up into the different parts. So now you're basically duplicating the symbol, and then in each of the symbols you want to obviously name them appropriately, upper, lower, arm in this case, but then go into each symbol and delete out the parts of the artwork that you don't need. Then you're going to go into the duplicate of that symbol and the other part of the arm, and you're going to do the same thing, but erase the other parts of the artwork. So in this case, whatever is behind it, whatever part is going to be further away from the viewer, that's where that sort of circle shape should be. In this case, the upper arm at the bottom of it is a circle, and the lower arm rotates around that circle. So the most important part is simply that they have the rotation point for that lower arm is in a good spot so that it's always rotating around that circle that's in the upper arm. There you go. Some methods for approaching the joints of your characters in Flash. So hopefully you can use some of those methods when you're setting up your character for animation. Also, I hope you like the character design itself. I hope you like Bomboy. And I really hope that you guys will subscribe to this channel and follow me on Twitter at Nate T. Gall. And by doing that, you get updates when we release the actual animated short. And I'm dying to get some feedback and see what people think. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.